Hey there, did you know you don't actually need a survival kit or any other production facilities to start Space Engineers? I like to find weird and convoluted ways to play vanilla games, and this is my take on Space Engineers. So I recommend you choose the star system, click Advanced. You can choose to disable spawn with tools to make these challenges even harder. If you decide to disable spawning with tools, you can find tools in the unknown signals. First up is spawning on a planet, but not using the starting pod. You spawn with a respawn pod normally, but then you disable the battery, meaning you can't use the respawn pod anymore for respawning. And additionally, you must not use the survival kit. You might also want to delete the respawn pod GPS coordinates. If you want to travel to the station on the planet, don't forget to grab the GPS coordinates from the seat. This way you have some goal to move towards to. Another way to get on a planet without the respawn pod is to choose the space pod option and travel to the planet. Although this can take a while, you can find coordinates for the station in the flight seat inventory. If you choose to travel to the planet this way, you have more control of where you land. You could even aim for the station. Make sure you turn off the ship's battery, like you did for the respawn pod. This way you won't be able to use it for respawning, even if it survives the crash. Before leaving the ship for the final time, remember to charge up your oxygen and electricity and disable those batteries again. Once you are close to the planet, you can either stop the spaceship and leave it in space, or just fly away from it, let it fall to the planet. Here you have some final control of the place you wish to start in. You might also want to disable the respawn pod GPS coordinates. Looks like I got an unknown signal at the planet. That's a good point to head towards. The further you travel in your ship, the more charge you can keep in your chute, but you end up crashing quite close to the ship. Once you're quite close to the ground, you should open up your helmet to preserve your suit's power. Let's see if we get some tools from the first unknown signal. Nope. Since I don't have a grinder, I can't use the resources in this unknown signal, but as soon as I find the grinder, I can use it to break down and modify these unknown signals. They are also quite easy to push around. Starting the game like this is sadly restricted to planets with breathable atmospheres, since you have no way to recharge your oxygen supply. In case you do wanna start the game on an uninhabitable planet, there are luckily ways to do that. You could use the same two ways to get on a planet as I previously mentioned, either by respawn pod or by spawning in a spaceship and traveling there. Once on the planet, you once again disable your respawn pod by toggling the battery off. Remember to grab the GPS coordinates from the passenger seat and create a GPS marker. Luckily, I've spawned very close to the station here. Once again, delete the respawn pod GPS coordinates and use your jetpack fuel to travel to the station. Once at the station, you can use the station's facilities to stay alive on an uninhabitable planet. You can charge up your electricity by sitting in just chairs. You might even find tools in some of the cabinets of the bigger stations. You can do contracts and buy items from the stores on the station. You can also buy hydrogen from the store. This makes traveling around a lot easier. If you have asteroids enabled, you have a chance of getting all the minerals from near the station. For this you of course need a drill, but you can get a drill from the random signals. The station will eventually run out of oxygen and power, but it should be enough time to get you started. Finally, my personal favorite, starting in a spacesuit with no tools. You always want to disable your broadcasting to preserve power. In this mode, you want to be looking for the Spartan Maydays. There's a high probability you will spawn near one, so just wait for a moment and see if one pops up. On the off chance you don't spawn near a Spartan Mayday, just respawn. This will put you at a different location. There was a Mayday. Actually, you can see some tiny movement right around my crosshair. Try to stop and find it. I'm pretty sure it was there. There are a few different Spartan Maydays. Some of them have turrets that will shoot you when you get there. If you die, you just have to start up again. One of the best things you can find is the small asteroid with a base inside it. Looks like this might be just it. Yeah, so inside here is a trap. This little guy will try to kill you. I think this station will always have weapons and tools you can use. First, go disable this guy. That way it can't do any damage to the station. You already have 2 of the 3 tools. You can find the welder in a random signal. You can use this bed to charge up your electricity. The bottles you find in the armory will give you plenty of time to find a welder. Once you have a welder, you can grind and weld this survival kit to get access to it. Sadly, there are no usable containers on the station, so you'll have to drop items on the floor while you find a welder somewhere, so you can get ownership of the containers. In addition to this station, there are also other random encounters that let you at least charge up your suit. Thanks for watching. Make sure to check out my channel for other stuff like this. Bye bye.